Hello, I'd like to welcome Andrew Ross, Senior Software Engineer with Ingres. Ingres recently won a Product Excellence Award for Best Application Development. Congratulations. And that was at Linux World 2008. Um, for the sake of the people who are unfamiliar with it, could you please tell us a little bit about it?
Sure, thank you, James. One of the interesting things about the Java development world is there's many choices. You can use a huge number of development tools, development environments. There's the choice of databases, operating systems, and one of the things we're trying to accomplish with Cafe is simplify that quite a bit. So provide an all-in-one development and runtime environment with Eclipse, Tomcat, Java server faces, the Ingres database, as well as some workflow tools. So we provide the Subclips plugin and the Mylan plugin, which allows integration to code repository and workflow for bug tracking and that kind of thing. So the idea is to make it easy to use, all included one unit, and easy to get up and running, as well as some demo applications.
How did this project get started?
Yeah, that's an interesting story. So we were working with Carleton University in Ottawa, Canada. There's a great program there called Technology and Innovation Management, as well as a program sponsored by the Ontario Ministry of Innovation called Talent First, the Talent First Network. And in both cases, the programs have an interest in open source and open source companies and being successful at developing ecosystems with open source software. And so what we've done is, with a gentleman named Samrat Dillon, who was a master's student, he's just recently successfully defended his thesis, so congratulations, Samrat. We built the Cafe framework, again, to provide the simplified development and runtime environment that we provide with the Cafe framework. So.
Now, Linux World, that's an open source conference. I presume that Cafe is open source?
Yeah. So Cafe, this is an interesting story. So Cafe itself is open source. Cafe contains other open source components. So for example, Tomcat, which is the Apache license, Eclipse itself, which is the Eclipse public license, Ingress, which of course is GPL version 2, and so forth. So the Cafe framework itself overall is the Eclipse public license.
Now, what are some of the advantages of Cafe being open source?
Sure. Well, one of the first advantages, of course, is that it's free, so you can download it and try it out without any risk. The second thing is, because it's open source, you can contribute to it. So you can basically, if something's not quite right, or if you think it should be extended, additional features added, or to fix a bug, you can go ahead and do that. As well, we also provide demo applications with the Cafe framework, which are also open source. So you can take that application and use some of the code snippets to develop your own application quickly and easily. Again, it allows you to get started much easier than it would otherwise.
Okay, now, but what kind of things can you develop with Cafe?
Sure. Well, pretty much any application. So the demo applications we provide is one of the interesting ones is a timesheet tracker. So it's a fully functional payroll system that allows keeping track of administrators, supervisors, and employees. And employees can work on multiple projects and report and track their hours back to the administrator who's ultimately responsible for payroll. So, I mean, there's a simple example of an application that we needed to manage our intern program, as well working with Talent First, who has a number of companies and interns, but it's useful. Beyond that, we are also doing work in the area of geospatial, so basically bringing mapping awareness to IT applications. So we've got a great relationship with the Open Source Geospatial Foundation and some of the fantastic software that they're developing. And so part of our intention is to bring those kinds of capabilities into Cafe and make it easier to develop great applications.
Now, Cafe is based on Eclipse. How did you make that choice?
Sure. What we did is looked at our available development environments and runtimes environments out there, and I mean certainly Eclipse is one of the dominant technologies in the industry today. One example is we went to trends.google.com and punched in Eclipse and some of the other competitors, and quickly saw that there was a real growth trend, that Eclipse was very popular, it was growing, there was a very vibrant ecosystem around Eclipse. And on top of that, one of the great things is that Eclipse already has a great relationship with Carleton University and the Talent First Network. So it was just a natural choice and a natural fit for us to work with them.
Cafe uses Ingress as a relational database?
Yes.
Okay, now how did you come to that choice?
Well, first of all, I work for Ingress, so it would be bad form for me to choose something else. But second of all, I mean, there's lots of great reasons to use Ingres. Ingres is a proven technology that's been around in the industry for a very long time. Ingres has, I believe, 13,000 or more paying customers, and that's not including community. So there's a lot of opportunity to get your questions answered and get advice from other Ingres users. Now, at a technical level, there's lots of advantages behind Ingres. So Ingres has a series of storage engines, things like a hash storage engine and a B-tree storage engine that allow you to optimize your database for performance. And furthermore, Ingres has availability features that differentiate it from some of the other open source relational databases. So the ability to do online backups, altering tables without taking the database down. So if you're developing an application that's critical to your business or just critical to your community, if you're using it for a community, these kinds of features allow you to leave the application up and running while people are working.
Now, if I want to try Cafe, what would I need to do?
Sure. Well, a good place to start, easy to remember, is just go to ingres.com. From ingres.com, you'll find up all sorts of links to our community and to Cafe directly. If you want to go specifically to the Cafe wiki page, what you do is go to community.ingres.com/wiki/cafe. And so the E with the proper accent for Windows users is Alt 144, and that'll give you the proper E. But if all else fails, just go to ingres.com and you'll find your way.
Okay. Now, what opportunities would there be to get involved with Cafe?
Sure. Well, one of the great things, Cafe is an early open source project. We started about a year ago. So still plenty of work, lots of great bugs and things that that the team and I haven't fixed yet, or things we haven't thought of yet. So the input is very valuable to us. Finding the bugs and reporting them back to us is very valuable to us. As well, there's great opportunity to add new features and capabilities. So just recently, before the Linux World Award and demo, we added the subclips and Myelin plugin to provide workflow and integration with the Subversion code repository. And that's a good example of a nice bite-sized feature that somebody could do and work with us. So if you're interested, go to the website. You can see some of the bugs in our bug tracking system. As well, you can read the wiki and see some of the future plans that we have for Cafe. And so, get involved. Pop into our IRC channel and say hi, and we'd be glad to talk to you.
Okay. Who do you see as benefiting from using Cafe?
Sure. There is advantage to the experienced Java programmer. Getting all of the components working, so getting Eclipse and Tomcat and the Ingres database and all the various components that were provided with Cafe configured by doing it by hand would take a lot of time. I mean, some people can take days, weeks debugging errors, and sometimes it's not clear exactly where the error is coming from. One of the nice things about Cafe is everything is already set up, everything's ready to go. We've tested it. There's a demo application that you can try out, and so if the demo application is working, then your application should work as well. So that's one of the great advantages. So for that reason, we're really hoping to attract new users, so people who want to get started with Java and want to build great applications that have a database backend and a web front end, and some of the neat things that we're talking about. So, for example, a mapping awareness and other industry-specific knowledge and awareness. So again, go take a look at the website. We hope to provide more example code as time moves on, and basically allow people to interact with each other as part of through our mailing list and IRC channel and so in our community.
Great. Thank you, Andrew. I've been speaking with Andrew Ross, who is a senior software engineer with Ingres.